Hello, Laurie Lane-Zucker, founder and CEO of Impact Entrepreneur, and we are here at the SOCAP conference in San Francisco, day 3, our final day. And I'm delighted to have Dustin and Shay here. Dustin is with Village Capital. And where's Village Capital?
Village Capital is headquartered in Washington, D.C., but we have regional offices all around the world. I myself sit in New York City.
Village Capital is one of the kind of the most prominent incubators, and is it fair to call you an incubator?
Yeah, we're an entrepreneur support organization. We focus on capacity building for early stage entrepreneurs that are solving big environmental or social problems. The majority of our work takes place on that capacity building side, so introductions to investors, potential customers, potential strategic partners, through very targeted accelerator-like programs. We have a separately incorporated fund that has been deploying capital over the last 5 years and has made over 100 investments in that time.
Now, you've been there a long time, right?
Yeah, I've been there for about 6 years. I joined in 2014, end of 2013, to start the fintech practice, which has grown to be the largest body of work that Village Capital does each year now, in partnership with groups like MetLife Foundation and PayPal. And now my job is to build the community of support around Village Capital. So set relationships with corporate foundations, private foundations, strategic partners like Amazon Web Services to help provide as much support to the entrepreneurs that we work with as possible.
So how does an entrepreneur engage with Village? What's the first step?
There's a number of ways to come in. Typically, we have regional accelerator programs that launch several times over the course of the year. There's a pretty competitive application process in order to get into one of these programs.
How competitive? Can you give me some numbers?
Yeah, so a typical program garners about 200 applications, and we accept 12 entrepreneurs. The program itself is free for the entrepreneur. It's paid for by our strategic partners, who are typically, again, sector aligned. Very focused on a particular mission. So PayPal, for example, has a very clear mission towards financial health and trying to democratize access to affordable financial services for both consumers and small businesses. They have supported our work in financial health for years, since the beginning, right? Since before they split with eBay Foundation, actually. So yeah, the typical way to get involved is through an application process, but entrepreneurs can reach out to us anytime. We're happy to help if there's a way that we can. So if there's an active application process, we'll shunt you in there. And if there is not one at the time, we have a couple of open source resources and a couple of other referrals to other groups in the space that are doing good work and might be able to provide help in the meantime.
So that makes, just thinking of the numbers, you're about 6 to 7% or so of the applications get into the program.
Yeah, that's about right.
Right. So you're basically an Ivy League admissions process. So fair to maybe call you the Harvard of an entrepreneur enhancement or acceleration.
Less white and male, but yes, we are. You have to really have a solid, strong idea and impact. You've got to have some form of traction, a couple team members. You've got to be at the right stage where we can help you. We want to be very clear and transparent about where we are helpful and how we are helpful, and we're not everything to everybody. We can't be. But we do back the work of about 60 other accelerator organizations around the world at this point, so that they can provide access to support to entrepreneurs that, frankly, our team doesn't have the bandwidth to help all the time. And so yeah, we're there to be supportive and very intentionally focused on creating a diverse cohort and supporting entrepreneurs who are under-optimized due to race or the region that they are operating in or their gender or what have you. We're really focused on trying to even the playing field and create a more inclusive and equitable entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Let's talk about your universe of investors. You've been at this for a while. You've developed, no doubt, some really positive, strong relationships with a range of funders. Can you give us a sense of kind of the full scope of who's investing in the companies that you're supporting?
Yeah, it's a pretty wide scope, right? So when we're looking in agriculture in India, there's Omnivore. It's a great partner, right? Here in the U.S., we find Core Innovation Capital in the financial health sector has been incredibly active as both a thought partner and in evaluating the companies that we've worked with. Kapor Capital here in Oakland is an incredible asset, and frankly, some of our former Vilcap employees have gone on to become high level on the investment team at a range of different funds, from Rethink Education to Kapor Capital to Core Innovation Capital. It's been interesting to see kind of the spread in the network, but we've got about 300 co-investor partners and a wider network of about 3,000 mentors. So industry experts, capital providers, members at corporates or other potential strategic partners for the entrepreneurs that we work with. And so I'd like to think that what we're providing isn't just access to a network of potential funders, but a network of potential partners that are actually able to provide more than just capital, and really provide distribution partnerships or other, frankly, human capital support or web services support, professional services support that entrepreneurs need to grow and scale.
Okay, so what is the website domain for Village Capital so people can get more information?
Yeah, it's www, of course, .vilcap, vilcap.com.
Terrific. Dustin, thanks for so much for coming by and speaking with me today.